Okay. Hi, everyone. Today we have Carla from Detroit. And first of all, hi, Carla. How are you?
Hi.
Yes,
Good. How about you?
fine, thanks. But first of all, let's get started, go on Twitter and follow her before getting started, and then we can start because I want really the world to to follow her. Uh, we'll talk about why in this episode. So, Carla, welcome here. And we would like to know a little bit more about yourself, even me. I think that I followed you recently. Sorry about that, but now I'd like to know you, and maybe it's better like this than just chatting. Okay, I'm also just following my microphone. That's it. so, so yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So I followed a pretty traditional path to get into software engineering. I started college actually as a mechanical engineering student, and I realized pretty quickly that I didn't like mechanical engineering. I really liked it in high school. I took every single engineering class possible. So I was always in like the metal shop and the wood shop doing design and working with the big machinery. And so I thought I'd want to do mechanical engineering. And then I realized I didn't like it. I only took one coding class in high school, and it was Visual Basic, and I really didn't like it. But it was actually, I switched from mechanical engineering into business, and I realized I had all these ideas for apps and websites and APIs. And I kept bugging a couple of my friends that were software engineers to like, hey, could you help me out with this? And then I realized that I could just do it myself. So it was the middle of my junior year of college that I switched into computer science. And because I already had a background in business and engineering, I already had most of my credits. In the United States, you take a lot of general education credits for even like STEM degrees. So I was able to seamlessly transition. And then I took like 20 credits a semester, which is in the United States, it's insane. So that I only graduated one semester late. And after that, I had started a business. My business had failed, and I was like a month from graduating college, and I didn't really know what I was going to do. And then I took a job as a robotic process automation engineer. So actually, since my first tech internship, I've been really, really interested in automation. I cannot believe how many people get paid stupid amounts of money to just sit there and do something so incredibly tedious that bots can do instead. So I not only work on creating automations, but I also work on the platforms that allow other people to write and build automations.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yes, so this has been your path right now. You have talked about your current job. So how did you start? Which was your path that leads to your current job? We'll talk about that.
Sure. So I was actually working as an innovation engineer up until literally this past Wednesday. So I was doing that for a company that writes automation software, and I was doing sort of research and development in how to expand these platforms, what is technically feasible, what is not technically feasible. And Wednesday was my last day, and Monday I'll be starting a new job with Microsoft, doing really cool things on the Azure dedicated team. So I don't 100% know what I'm going to be doing, but I will be starting that Monday.
So you are starting right now. I thought that you had already started that. So yeah.
Oh no,
But this
yeah.
is a scoop. Yeah, this is an exclusive. Yeah, we can announce this to the world. Yeah, good luck with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, not understood that, but yeah, good luck with that. I think you will
Thank
do
you.
something. You'll do something cool. I hope. I hope so. Yeah, and also I'll follow you because I want to know more about that. So I hope that you'll tweet something about that, about your experience there, if you can, of course. Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah, Microsoft has a pretty strong non-disclosure agreement, so I don't really know how much I can share. I can definitely share interview tips and how to prepare for interviews, because I've also interviewed for like Google, Uber, PayPal, and a couple like smaller tech companies.
Yeah, so you'll say something, I'm in Microsoft or something like that. I think. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, best luck with that.
thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, so now I'd like to talk, if you want, a little bit about, for example, your videos, if you want, just a little bit. Yeah, I know that you have this YouTube channel, which is over there. Can you talk about? I've seen some old videos, some strange old videos. Maybe I've not clicked them. I don't know if I'll watch them later. But so yeah. So can you tell us about, for example, your first video and, for example, your latest video? I'm seeing something with Yoda and something like that. So can you tell us about that? Yeah, please.
Sure. So I opened my YouTube account in 2008 when I was 12 years old because I had a science project and my science teacher said that he would give us extra credit if we uploaded our videos to YouTube so that he could use them for future classes as like
Yeah.
a demonstration of cool videos. So if you look at the first video I ever posted, it is a song about the stages of matter.
I, I,
So
I would like to watch this right now, but maybe I'll do this later after the call. Yeah, so this is just about extra credit. So basically, your YouTube story started for to get extra credit at school. So
yep,
something very
12
practical.
years ago. Yeah, and then in the early days of the pandemic, one of my best friends decided to do a coding boot camp, and she kept calling me for advice, and she's like, "Hey, you give really great advice. You should, put it on YouTube." I was like, "Okay," and that's around the time I started the Twitter account, and I thought like, "Okay, Twitter and YouTube, whatever." And so usually I get a lot of questions on Twitter. People DM me, and a lot of time I get the same questions. So whenever I get like the same question more than once or twice, I just make a video explaining it. Or if like my best friend who's doing a coding bootcamp, if she needs any help or she has a very specific question that I think other people might enjoy an answer to from someone who's already been in the field for several years, I'll record a video. And then I was doing 5-minute tech projects. I did a how to build a Twitter bot that responds in Yoda speak. That was a really fun, really quick project. Like I think it's like 50 or 60 lines of code. It's super, super simple. Just fun little projects. I don't do it super intensely. Usually YouTube is more like, hey, I have some free time, so I'm gonna make a video.
Yeah, but yeah, I've seen you. It's like you are talking to me right now. So you just put in front of a camera, you talk really freely. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can really enjoy this channel if you want to subscribe to that. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So good luck also with that.
Thank
You,
you.
so you are taking it easy with the YouTube for now. You are not going hardcore there, like maybe I'm doing right now, like one video per day. I'm getting crazy about that, but it's because I've waited maybe a little bit too much, so now I want to do something more. But yeah, good luck also with that. Yeah, so thank you so much. And now the part that everyone wanna hear, because your Twitter account is really a must to follow, in my opinion, because
Thank you.
yeah, you have this funny strategy, but it really works. I've seen you are growing really fast on Twitter. So yeah, so
Yeah, I
can we talk about that? I also explain to people that are still not following you what you're doing on Twitter. Yeah.
Sure. So I actually think I've gained like 5,000 Twitter followers in the last probably like 3 weeks. So I when I first
Same.
made that Twitter account, I thought like, oh, I'm gonna post good advice because people like good advice. And then I realized that there are a lot of people that post like really good advice, and I'm not good at putting words together for advice. So I just really enjoy bad jokes. That's just something I've always liked, and I'm really good at wordplay. So like finding puns and portmanteaus. And I have a really, really good memory for jokes. So if someone told me a programming joke in college, like I still remember that, or my coworkers, or if I read something online. So what I usually do is anytime I think of one, I just type it in as a tweet and I just save it as a draft. So then maybe every like couple of hours, I'll post one of the jokes that I have just saved in my like Twitter drafts. So I actually don't schedule. I don't really schedule them. I just kind of keep them saved and just post them whenever. I try to interact as much as I can, but time zones. A lot of people will message me when it's the middle of the night, my time. They'll ask like, "Why didn't you respond?" or "Why'd you respond a day later?" It's like time zones. So it's crazy. Like the international following I have on Twitter, it's just beyond me. And like I never really thought people would enjoy these bad jokes that much. I have found myself all over Reddit. I've actually only ever posted one of my tweets on Reddit, and I've seen probably like 6 or 7 of them. Scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through LinkedIn, scrolling through Instagram, I have found my tweets posted like all over the internet, which is crazy because this is just, usually something that like I have my coworker, is a really good friend of mine. He hates puns and he hates bad jokes. So anytime I have a really bad one, I text it to him really quick and he's just like, he'll just roll his eyes at me. And the bigger response I get from him, the better I know it's going to be.
Okay. So now we know the metric that you use to do that. And also, in my opinion, this is really a powerful strategy, because if you do just one bad jokes, people say, "Oh, this person is not funny at all." But if you keep saying that consistently, it changed the world, because now you get people following. Also, I'm following you for other reasons, but this is for me, for example, it has been why I've noticed you, for example. So of course, and also you got a job at Microsoft, so you also do something. You're not just doing this all the day, I think. But it's a very good thing to do. Yeah, of course, people sometimes they want to just make a joke, but it's really it's made really in a good way. I don't know how to say that, but so
it's a great way to interact with other people. Like I said, there's a lot of really great people on Twitter that give really great advice, but I'm not that great at just giving an advice that fits in a tweet. Usually I can just talk about programming and career stuff for hours, but a joke I can fit into 2 Twitter lines.
And also I've interacted with one of yours lately. It was like what's the first rule of programming, something like that.
The bug is always in the last place you'll check.
Exactly. And I answered with like the first rule of programming is that you don't have to talk about programming. I hope that someone can get this quote. So thank you for this, because I really want to also know you. And for example, and I'd like also to know, for example, which are your plans for the future. And first, before that, I would also like to say that I've interviewed many people, and they started to do something during this pandemic. So I've been like, I started my YouTube channel. For example, in my case, I've been focused on Twitter. Also started blogging, for example, something that I'd never done before. I started being a social person basically in 2020. So, and this pandemic happened, but like in January, I started, and then So I think that we have done a lot of things in this year. So do you have any plans? Because I think this will last for at least another year. I don't know. Which are your plans for the future?
So right now, I'm actually a lot of the reason there's a lot of background noise is because we're completely renovating our house. That's what we've been doing throughout this entire pandemic.
We'll try to remove that with the editor. I'll try.
That'd be great. Yeah, we actually moved into this house I think about a week before the shutdown happened. So we went to the hardware store. We spent a ton of money. We bought almost everything we needed for the first 3 months of renovation, and we just renovated the house. And we're actually really close to finishing renovations. And by the time that comes, I'll be ready to move to Atlanta. That's where my Microsoft job is going to be. And I'm just going to keep posting jokes on Twitter. People seem to like it. I seem to make people laugh, groan, and roll their eyes, and I'm totally okay with that. I used to, back when I was in college, I taught computer programming at a school, like a elementary school, as an after-school club. And once schools open back up, I would love to start doing that again. I really enjoyed it, but I think it's going to be a while before schools open back up where I am, at least.
Yeah, and we still don't know because maybe it's better to plan maybe 2 weeks at the time, because for example, I still don't know for Christmas what will be here. I live in Italy. We have been kind of hard times, if you know, in the beginning, and now it's a little bit better. Maybe so that's it. So thank you. So do you want to talk about something else? I don't know, because I think I've finished my questions, but I don't know if you want to talk about something else, something about, for example, I don't know, your job, something about automation. Talk about something
I don't
else.
know. I mean, I could talk about automation for like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
no, I just love automation, and honestly, anything that is even remotely a linear task, like automate it. Just between Python and RPA platforms, which is robotic process automation, which are no code or low code solutions for automating business processes, anything from like finance, accounting, HR to, even just writing emails to people. You can do that with RPA or Python scripts. I just love automation. If I won't do anything that's tedious or anything that requires doing the same thing over and over again. If it's going to take me more than like 2 or 3 hours, like I will spend an hour writing a script and just do it for me.
I think there is some joke somewhere that why would you do something in 2 minutes if you can use 3 hours to automate that, something something
Yep.
like that. I'm sure
that is so true.
I'm sure that you have posted about something about that. I'm sure about that. And now I'll check all your tweets when I have a little bit of time. But and I also like because they have really a style that you have just like very few words, so it's really recognizable when they see your avatar, just two or three lines. You really need to read them, because they are so short, and then in the comments there are people talking and laughing. I'll be there.
Sometimes the responses are better than my tweets. Like I've had some really, really great responses that I just think like, shoot, I should have thought of that. That is great.
But and that's the funny thing, that you can also read the comments. It could also be a strategy that you leave the people to do other jokes. You could do the best one, but you leave the people to also make something just a little bit better. But it's on purpose, of course. So thank you. Your account is really great. I don't know if you want to grow and I don't know, to get like 100 keys followers. I don't know. I don't know where you'll get when I'll publish this video. I really don't know, because usually I take some weeks. So maybe when I'll publish this video, you will have, I don't know, if you grow at this rate, it will be fast. And then I don't know, people will ask you to write a book, to create a YouTube series, like you making the jokes in video format. I don't know.
I have thought about that. I actually started putting together a list of bad jokes for a video, but the problem is like every time I start making this list, I'm like, oh, I want to put that on Twitter. So I need to keep them separate.
I don't know, but I think that people, we will ask you to do something about that. Maybe, a book of bad programming jokes that I personally love. So, so thank you. Really good luck with that. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, I really like your personality. It's really, it's not that usual programmer like sitting like this and coding like an hunchback. I really like this kind of people. So that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely the stereotypical programmer. Like when I'm programming, like I'm just like the hunchback, just typing away and like, oh, don't bother me. But I can talk to people too.
It's really funny. So thank you so much, because this has really been really funny. And please follow her and interact with her. I'll be there too. So yeah, you can also interact with me. I'll try to at least stay at your level, or maybe just a bit below. But yeah. So I'm also doing this kind of interviews because it's easier for me to know a person instead of just chatting for months. Maybe to know you, like in the comments for months. So it's very, very easy. It's way easier for me. And yeah, now when I read your jokes, I read them with your voice in my head. So that's yeah, that was also one of the reasons why I wanted you to be here. So now I can read that jokes with your voice. Yeah. So thank
That's
you.
awesome. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so yeah, do you want to say something? Otherwise, we can just close and then go to do something else. I don't know.
That works for me.
Yeah, you haven't posted in half an hour, so I don't know if you're about to post when we close.
I do have a good one actually. Well, I don't think it's on my phone.
Let's do
No,
that.
I have one that
You have one.
what was it? I was like laying in bed this morning. I was thinking like, well, what if you made an autonomous horse and carriage? It'd be a little buggy. But I used almost the same joke yesterday with because like the Volkswagen Beetle is called is a buggy, and then horse and carriage is also called buggy.
And I really love, for example, to explain a joke, because sometimes it's even funnier that you have to explain to some people why is this, and you have to explain. Sometimes it's even worse that you have to explain word by word.
Well, there was one that I posted a few days ago that was, the first rule of programming is the bug is going to be in the last place you check. And people were like, of course it's going to be in the last place you check. And it's like, I'm playing off the Murphy's Law, that Murphy's Law says that the item you're looking for is in the last place you check, because you're not going to keep looking once you check or once you find it. And I was like trying to explain to people, like, they weren't understanding. And like other people were like, they were some people got it, some people didn't, and it was just like, okay.
Yes. So sometimes when I make some jokes, I put like a comment, like a double slash, and like, this is a joke. This is a trademark of mine. So sometimes people copy me, but this is something that I sometimes I do. So because sometimes it's hard to recognize if someone is joking or not. So I do this double slash, like a comment at the end of the tweet, and this is a joke, or this is a troll post, and something like that.
Especially with wordplay, especially with such a large international audience. And like, I do understand that some people maybe don't pronounce things the same way I do, and that it might make sense to Americans or English, like native English speakers, that like, oh, this is funny because it's pronounced like this, and other people are like, I don't understand it. So sometimes it needs to be explained, and it makes sense, like especially like puns and idioms. They don't make sense in every language.
Well, but this is also the funny thing, that if you don't understand, you open the comments and maybe you understand later. And there are people, why? This is not funny, something like that. But
it's all fun and games until I don't post a joke. Like maybe I post advice, or I just post something that happened to me that day, and people are like, wait, where's the punchline? Where's the joke? And I'm like, it's not a joke. This just actually happened to me today, and I just wanted to share it.
Because you should put a double slash, like, and this is not a joke at the end of the tip, so people can understand that this is not a joke. So in my case, I say this is a joke. You can say this is not a joke. So take it seriously, please.
Yes.
So thank you. It's been really a pleasure to meet you, like in this more video way.
Likewise. Thank you so much for interviewing me. It's been fun.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So have a nice day. Here is almost 10 p.m. So now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's only 3:30 here.
yeah. You have already a long Friday. Yeah, and I think that there are many jokes about Fridays and deployment. I think that there are many. So I leave you work now on that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Carla. Yeah. See you on Twitter, please follow her on Twitter. We'll put the link in the description. Also, maybe your YouTube channel, some other links. So see you there. I try to interact with you as much as I can.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye. Let me stop.